Morning, everyone. Kansas Sports HQ here, episode 74. What are you guys' thoughts on the Super Bowl itself? And everybody is talking about which halftime show they watched and all of that good stuff. Before we dive into that, how was your guys' this weekend?
Wonderful weekend. I ate too many chicken wings.
Oh, nice.
I had a ton. Shout out to Wing Kings.
Oh.
Some love.
They are the best.
They were really, really
so
good. I was just sitting there plate after plate after plate.
Did you get the hot ones?
We got all kinds of them. All kinds. We had like 4 or 5 flavors. I think it was
Flow Flav.
What did you dip them in?
5 flow flavors. I didn't dip them.
Flavor Flav.
Straight wings, baby.
Straight wings. Gotcha. Sean, what about your weekend? How was it?
It was good. Saturday was a long day here, and then Sunday was good. A lot of relaxing. Get my church in the morning, get schedule ready for the week.
A lot of relaxation.
Just kind of sitting on the couch. I like get my schedule ready, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. And
And
then
he falls asleep.
I fall asleep usually at some point, which I did for about 15 minutes, and then woke back up, fell back asleep for another 10. Now I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine while doing that.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
With
do you
Sandberg
consume the
and
same
others?
amount of caffeine on Sundays?
No.
Okay, that's just kind of like a
It's a reset day.
reset day.
Yeah. I mean, I still had a. Usually, it happens early in
Sure.
the days when I consume the caffeine. So I wake up fairly early, or not that early, but like 7-ish to go to church, and then I will have either a rain or a coffee, and then after that, a rain or a coffee before service starts because we have equipping classes at 8:30.
Sure.
So it's still 2.
Yeah, so you try to get one. Try not.
Before
I've
it
I've
and one
had
after.
I've had like the rain and then the rain during the service as well, just to make sure I'm still got something there. But I didn't. I finished the rain while I was greeting at the door, and then I grabbed a water to take in with me.
Not a coffee.
Not a coffee. Sure,
It was,
I had
one
the
of those little
coffee.
baby waters.
I had
You had
the
the coffee
earlier. Yeah,
So,
so
you were
I still
600 milligrams in. Probably.
Nah, well, it wasn't actually. It was 500 something, and then I didn't have any caffeine the rest of the day though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's about half consumption on Sunday.
probably a little over half, but yeah,
Nice.
if we're gonna break it down, but yeah, then I watched Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
I went down to Oklahoma on Friday to watch my niece play her final volleyball game. They took 4th in their league. That was fun, just looking at how 7-year-olds play volleyball.
Yeah.
And then watched my nephew play some indoor, and then I came home, and I had wings planned, and then my plans changed into a steak and shrimp, so some surf and turf. And
Not a bad switch up.
I kind of kept falling in and out of sleep at the Super Bowl. So
I just showed him a picture of this thing. It said, had a guy tied up with the thing over it. Said Super Bowl, and they took the bag off, and it said Thursday Night Football on it.
oh,
Because those games have been atrocious.
I mean, talk about a game that was just a dud. I mean, defense wins, obviously. MVP, I really thought it should have gone to the kicker, who set an NFL record for most field goals and points in a game. But they gave it to Kenneth Walker the third. He had some good all-purpose yards and no tutties.
Yeah, it's weird.
He almost had
I'm
the
surprised they didn't just give it to Darnold de facto, because that's usually what happens.
Trust me, I was having the same argument with everybody last night in football chats that I have with Brock Purdy conversations. It's like
He hates him.
I'm like, guys,
So
listen,
rent free, man.
Sam Darnold's
Yeah.
not that good of a quarterback. And everybody's like, what do you mean he's winning the Super Bowl? I'm like, he threw 19 for 38 at a 50% completion rate, 1 touchdown, and maybe 200 yards.
Once again, I will add that Tom Brady had a lot of those similar stat lines in a lot of his playoff games.
And a lot of championships. It's a
I
whole
know.
different thing.
But you got to start somewhere, man.
I
Okay,
mean,
Sam Darnold starting now.
So are the Vikings. Vikings
Might be.
fans sitting there kicking
Seahawks
themselves
got
in the
something rolling.
shin. I mean,
Well, I think a lot of Viking fans are always perpetually just angry. Well, not angry, sad. because they're always in that range of not being good enough, but not being bad enough to kind of
Well,
reset their roster.
they didn't bring it. They didn't keep Darnold.
Well,
Darnold
and that
then-
is on top of it. You let Darnold walk instead of just paying him and being like, well, we don't really know what we have in this McCarthy guy. And
Coming off the injury, that was a pretty big gamble. When you,
yeah,
in hindsight,
like you
for
should have.
sure.
If they could have, I don't know about. Like I would assume Darnold would have stayed, but maybe not. Like if you give him a similar deal, maybe more money, more guaranteed up front, as opposed, and if you structure that around of like, but maybe Darnold didn't want to be like, I don't want to be just the second something goes wrong.
100%. And
McCarthy hops in.
you don't blame Darnold. For
No, I
wanting
don't.
That. Yeah,
But I
don't blame Purdy for wanting it either.
I
Like
blame-
those guys are trying to.
I blame the
concrete themselves.
Vikings. I blame the Vikings for just like you have something that's been proven, and I know like Darnold still came up short with that, but you have something that's proven, and then you still go to the next big thing. Maybe they just didn't want to get locked into a Kirk Cousins thing again. I don't know.
I'm
but
guessing.
that's
I mean,
probably
Kirk
why.
Cousins is a great example of
Yeah.
paying the system guy a whole ton of money,
But like even
and then
the-
you never get anywhere near
compared to
winning
the
it all.
quarterback market, though, Darnold didn't get that.
No, that's what I'm
much.
saying. He still had to take, but the difference was with the Vikings. You see this all the time. The Vikings are the one that are going to set his market. If they're not willing to pay him the big money, why would anyone else want to pay him the big money? Like if you can't
Somebody
get
does.
it with the team where you're going to win 14 games or whatever they won last season. Why
he
do
did
you-
the same thing, 14-3.
Yeah, he did it again this year. So now
maybe
Seattle's.
Sam Darnold's just a dog.
So now you're going to have to see whether or not, which I don't know what his deal was. I don't know what he signed
This is
with
a cool
them.
story, though.
But
I mean,
great story. I mean,
and I think, well, let's
you can be happy for him. He's
Let's-
just
let's-
not a.
let's think about this though. Who?
Okay.
So I saw. I don't know if you guys saw this. So Emmitt Smith had a clip that kind of went viral. He said he was getting interviewed by somebody. I think he was at the Super Bowl, but like he was getting interviewed by somebody, and he said, "There's one elite quarterback in the NFL."
Jordan Love.
No.
Malik Willis.
No. Well,
Joe Burrow.
Malik, yes.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we thought it was Malik.
So
If you say
the-
Dak Prescott,
guys, no. But so the guy who was asking him the question was like, said something about elite quarterbacks, and he turned around and asked him, "Who are elite quarterbacks in the NFL?" And the first guy the interviewer listed off was Patrick Mahomes, and then he listed off Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and then Emmitt Smith's like, "No, the first person you said, that's the one elite quarterback in the NFL. The rest of them aren't there." And it's kind of true because we like to think there's this massive difference between Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson and everyone else because they have some MVPs on their shelf. But at the same time, look at the quarterbacks who have been in the Super Bowl the last few years. You know, you got Darnold, you got Hurts. Neither of those guys are top 10. You know, you have Purdy, not top 10. Top 15 though.
top 15.
Yeah. You know, and then who's
Thank
the
you, thank
constant
you.
one, right? Who's the constant? Mahomes.
Yeah.
I mean that's it. Like I think we need to, you know, we have these arguments about Purdy or Darnold, whoever.
Sure.
But let's start talking about how Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen,
Yeah.
and Joe Burrow really haven't done anything other
Well-
than Joe Burrow had the one season where he went deep. And I know that there's organizational failures in there,
Oh, no
but
doubt.
at some point we got to start like,
Give all of those guys a top 5 defense, and they're in the conversation. I mean, that's
shoulda, coulda, woulda, man.
you're
It's
not
just like-
wrong. You're
well, you know.
you're 100% right. I mean,
When you
the
look
Chief-
at the
the-
money,
But let's also look at the games. Let's
Sure.
also look at the games where they failed in the playoffs
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Mahomes.
And then other times, well, that had something to do with it. But then other times where these other quarterbacks didn't fail in those same positions. Maybe they didn't have the catchiest stat lines or anything, but they didn't fail in those moments.
sure.
So I think we should start.
That's why football is a team sport.
now
But
wait
I
a second.
think we
Wait a
should,
second.
when
You-
we're talking about elite quarterbacks, I agree. There's one elite quarterback. Everybody else is
just
crap.
because you're just because you're a Chiefs fan.
No, not just because I'm a Chiefs fan. Yes, that has something to do with it.
No,
but Patrick Mahomes has 3 Super Bowls.
Oh, he's
So-
elite.
Yeah,
And he's the best
he
quarterback
also had
in
a
the
top
NFL.
5 defense each time.
No, it's not. The
He hasn't had it each time, I don't think. He has.
No, he's
his
had a
most
better
recent
defense.
one. I think they've gotten better each time
Yeah,
he's
they've-
won it.
better defense, but like, Mahomes is still easily. the
So
best.
you're saying Mahomes, and there was a bet line out there that Chris Collinsworth would have said Mahomes, and I don't
Did he-
know.
did he really?
I don't.
I don't know if he did.
I don't think he did.
was
He
waiting for him. I
mentioned
don't think I was
Travis
listening.
Kelsey. I remember hearing that,
Yeah.
and then he mentioned someone else out there that had nothing to do with Mahomes, and the bet line won obviously. But if he said it one time, the
Somebody gonna
payout
get
was
paid.
1.4 million.
Oh my gosh, Chris Collins. Yeah, you can't make prop bets like that. Chris Collins is going to hear about that.
So here's Sam Darnold's 3-year contract he signed with Seattle. $100 million
okay,
for a quarterback.
that's pretty low.
33.3.
So
yeah,
that's
34.
$32 million in his signing bonus. Okay, so you take
Nice.
that off of that.
you
His
got-
his 2025 cap hit was a $5.3 million base salary. Okay, so
Wow.
we're talking about this year.
Yeah, because they put all the bonus up front.
Right, so they
there.
put the
Mhm.
bonus up front, which is fine. But when you're talking about the quarterback position, right? So when you
It's a
go
good
to
contract.
it's great for Seattle, like because they go back and look at that and they say, okay, we're going to offer this guy some upfront money, which at the end of the day, if you want a quarterback that's going to be competitive, they're going to want 30+ million a year, right? So you give him that in a bonus and it just gets off your books and out of the way. And then you have a low impact guy as far as your cap space for the next 3 years that if he's not very good, you can move on from him really easily. So it's a safe contract for Seattle. It's an upfront one for them. And I'm sure that there's
Yeah,
a lot
so
of
is he-
incentive-based things
yeah, I
in there.
bet
too.
I mean,
So he's
he
probably
hit, he
gonna
hit
get-
every incentive.
right.
Well, yeah.
So they were talking about his Super Bowl incentive of winning was like 230 or 178K was like a winning
Which,
bonus,
yeah.
right? But being in California, he would have owed like 200. He would have lost or had to pay in $75,000.
Oh my gosh,
Well, his thing is, I mean, it's
California wins.
just, yeah, it's
Well, what a
just
surprise.
they structure
Who
that
controls
deal.
California?
But the market, when he wins 14 games with the Vikings, they're not willing to give him guaranteed money because he's not not that he's not a good quarterback. He's still a 4,000-yard passer this year. Like,
Yeah,
which, statistically wise, like he's in the mix when it comes to that. But whether or not he's more than a system guy. When you see Josh Allen, he is the team. When at Mahomes, he is the team. Like these guys revolutionize their whole organization because of what they're able to do. Sam Darnold's not going to be that guy. Can he hand the ball off however many times and give you a 50% completion rating? Yeah, he's that guy. Can he read defenses and do the basic stuff that a high-level NFL quarterback should? Sure.
Well, let's not call it basic stuff.
Well, to them it is, right? At their position, not for common people.
5'9".
Yeah, for
This is
common.
basic stuff, guys.
Yeah, but for them, if you're ranking them as far as, you're looking at all the starting quarterbacks that are out there, he's nowhere near the top 10 as far as quarterback position.
I think that
Him and Brock Purdy are fighting for the
You have-
15th spot.
sure, but you have tier. I think it gets muddied up in there a lot. I think
Yeah.
if you look at obviously you have your tier 1 Mahomes, tier 2 or
Malik.
tier 1B Malik.
Yes.
Tier 1, like tier 2
Makes
is
sense.
your Josh Allen, your Joe Burrow, your
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford, your Lamar Jackson, who have, and I'd even put Stafford ahead of him right now just because he's.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you also have to look at it this way too, is you can have a really good team around these guys, but if they're not winning, yes, organizational issues, coaching issues, not having a defense, that's all
It's all relative to the
all
conversation.
relevant,
but
but are they as leaders
Mhm.
being able to lead their team as well
Sure.
on the field? And maybe they are, maybe they're not. I think, but it just depends. And I think Matthew Stafford's definitely ahead of those guys in that category.
without a
Plus,
doubt.
he's got a Super Bowl. He's now got an MVP.
Yeah.
he
and
could retire and be happy.
I think Darnold gives
But-
you experience.
So you have
For
that
sure.
that tier, and then you have numbers 6 through or 5 through 15 of quarterbacks who you could honestly interchange on all those teams and be fine and not be that much different. I think would be
You'd find
accurate.
a lot more similarities statistically.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
is what you mean.
statistically, and I
Yeah.
think just in general, if you swapped Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy this year, do both teams basically maybe do the same thing, or do you swap Dak Prescott and Aaron Rodgers? Do they basically do the same thing this year?
Oh, I think if you put
You
Dak
know.
Prescott on like the 49ers are a better team.
Maybe, but I mean, Dak Prescott's got some real good weapons down there too.
Yeah,
Some really good weapons.
He's got
Yeah.
half a brain coach and no offensive line and a million other things
But,
too.
I wouldn't say half a brand coach. Come
No,
on,
he's
man.
a good dude.
Come
I'm
on,
just
man.
kidding.
This guy just hates everybody.
It's just, I mean, I'm not gonna.
I just
argue.
look at the
just don't
numbers,
like the
man. I'm
Cowboys.
just a numbers guy. Just pay attention to those.
So
Sam
let's,
Darnold used to see ghosts, so
That is hats off to Sam Darnold, man. That's impressive turnaround. Poor guy gets drafted by the Jets. Has to just live through
what's
being
his
a
year?
Jets
Has he been in the
quarterback.
league like 7 years, 8 years?
Pretty
he
darn
was in
close.
the same. He was in the same draft class
Baker.
as Baker Mayfield, Lamar.
Yeah,
So maybe it's like 9 years.
yeah.
for
No,
him.
he's been in there.
It's got to be at least 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he did 3 in New York,
Then he went. Where did he go after New York?
Carolina,
He
then
was in Carolina.
then
a
He
San
little
was
bit.
South
Francisco.
Carolina with Baker, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, then San Francisco,
Yeah.
then
Minnesota.
and then Seattle.
That's crazy.
So-
And now he's
Which is
won
awesome.
a Super Bowl. I
That
mean,
part of it, the
that's
story
cool.
is awesome.
And
I'll just give it to Kyle Shanahan. Like he didn't say it yesterday, but he has said it in the past that Kyle just simplified the game for him, told him just to, get back to your grassroots of making decisions and letting it rip. And he's
Well,
going.
and then he goes to Minnesota. He's got O'Connell,
Yeah,
who is a McVay guy, right?
Mhm.
And then it's like that's those 2 or 3 years, whatever it was, being with those coaches, and then you go this
I
guy.
wonder what they offered him on why he didn't stay there, or if they didn't.
Well,
offer
they
him
they
at
did
all.
they did fire Vikings fired their GM.
So they must have just let him test free agency and say, "Hey, like if you get something, go for it."
Could have franchise tagged him too,
Which is probably what's happening with.
or
Malik
maybe
right
would
now.
it would if he had been at that point been eligible for the franchise?
I mean his
tag?
contract was up, so
Could you have done that, or is that more of something that happens like off a rookie contract?
oh
Franchise
no, they
tagging?
could have done that. I mean, but
But
the
franchise tag for a quarterback
was
probably would have been-
34 mil,
Yeah.
That's going to be higher. Yeah.
and it's all guaranteed.
Yeah.
So
Which is basically what he got. I mean,
Yeah.
he got a
Yankees did with Grisham.
He got a franchise
Qualifying
tag
offer.
in Seattle, essentially. He got a $32 million signing bonus. So, I mean, it's about the same
quality.
deal. It's fine. Hey,
It was
bud.
me.
It's probably Sam. Hey,
Sam
buddy.
Darnold.
How's it going?
Hey, you jerks!
yeah, why you guys talking?
I hear you guys.
Basic? Oh, really? Do you have a Super Bowl ring?
yeah.
Do you have a Super Bowl ring?
Again, I think it's
I
awesome.
didn't think so.
I think it's awesome that he won. The story's awesome that he won. There's a reason
basic
that there wasn't a
reads.
bunch of NFL teams jumping at the bit to go sign the 14 winning quarterback. There's a reason.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, now they're happy they got.
Maybe
their
there's
Super
more
Bowl.
teams involved than we know of. You never know.
Maybe.
And it just Seahawks, Mike McDaniel probably sat down and was like, hey, by the way, we're going to win a Super Bowl this year.
That coach is
He's
a
awesome.
dog, dude.
Like
Harbaugh tree right there.
It was
absolutely.
also their GM is a former Packer. He was in our
Yep.
front office. Naturally, we like to let the good guys go.
Yep,
Just-
Snyder.
Just letting everybody have.
Hey, go get
Little
it.
piece,
go
you
get
know.
it.
Yeah,
The
well,
Eagles
we won't beat you. so
Eagles
go for
hired
it.
Sean Manning.
Yeah, they got our QB's coach.
Now he's going to be their OC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
Dolphins hired-
Now,
took a
That's
significant portion.
Lambeau
of-
South.
now
That's
the
Packers South now.
now the big question:
Me and Naj are
which-
buds because he's Packers.
which halftime show did you watch? Did you watch them both?
I watched neither.
I didn't even know where you could find the second one. Was it on the TV? Like
I saw
it was on the YouTube channel.
I saw
okay.
clips of either. I saw clips of the Bad Bunny one.
Baboni.
And it was whatever.
I mean, built around togetherness and things like that. Ronald Acuna Jr. was in there.
yeah. I mean,
Lady Gaga showed up. Ricky Martin.
I saw that. I was like, it looks fine, whatever. And then I
Why
saw
they didn't have J-Lo in there is just a disgrace.
Come on, Shakira, where
Do
you
bet.
at? Still in prison?
Shakira? Come on.
But
She's too worried about tax evasion.
yeah, she's.
Shakira?
Oh yeah, she got
She got busted.
Busted for tax
Oh, really?
evasion a
Oh,
few
yeah.
years. Like it was like right after that Super Bowl she performed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
greatest
like-
Super Bowl.
They're like,
halftime
hey,
show
go ahead and
ever,
leave
but-
your taxes here. We're gonna take a look at this. Wait, what?
But yeah, and then the
Shakira,
the
Shakira.
turning point one. I mean, I
It was just like Brantley Gilbert.
He's my guy. I would have
I-
maybe watched just for Brantley Gilbert,
Gabby was on there,
Yeah.
and then
Lee Bryce, and Kid Rock. Yeah.
Kid Rock.
But I mean, like, to each their own. Sure, do it, whatever. Like, but to like come up and
The way people are looking at it with
The
the
thing is
division of stuff,
well,
it's silly.
I don't think like everybody said that he was gonna do all this.
He's gonna
stuff.
wear a dress.
Yeah,
Nah.
wear a dress, and you can dig into subliminal messaging all you want to. How much digging was into the subliminal messaging last year in Kendrick Lamar stuff when he's
Oh,
calling,
yeah.
calling
Sure.
Drake a pedophile the whole time? Like, it's whatever, man. I obviously NFL,
Which could be true.
the majority of NFL's viewers probably either don't care or didn't want Bad Bunny to be the halftime show. But Roger Goodell wants to expand globally, so obviously he's going to
133.9 million people tuned in,
And then
that beats the old record.
which yeah, when you're trying to get the international audience, you're going to get the #1 international thing. It just so happens that we got to politicize every little thing,
Yeah.
and
Oh, without a doubt.
both sides are it's annoying. And then everybody needs to voice their opinion. Like, guess what? You could very much love the halftime show. You could very much love the turning point the alternate halftime show, whatever. But like, you don't need just don't need to be just post.
why do you have to? Why do you have to
be
be a keyboard warrior?
Exactly, man.
And just blow up
So,
something?
real quick?
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, real quick. And look, I know that's what social media is for. People can have their voices be heard. First Amendment, you have the right to say whatever the heck
Please
you
use
want to.
all caps when voicing
Yeah,
your,
you
your
have-
opinion.
You have the right to say whatever you want to. It's absolutely true. You can do that. And I just encourage people. I have a lot of opinions too. I really do. And Sheldon knows, and Dave knows, and everybody who knows me knows I'm very opinionated. My parents know, and I'll have these conversations with them. But I encourage people when we're arguing about stuff like, politics, you're never going to get to a solution because everybody's already engraved in their own side of things, and they're going to, you're not going to convince them otherwise. And then it happens within what I see and what breaks my heart is like social media, like Christian circles. You have the Protestants versus the Catholics, and different branches of the Protestants fighting against each other. And then you have in the conservative Christian movement, if you want to call it that,
You said
infighting.
real quick.
I know, I'm getting there, and it's just like the thing is what would be great is if you can actually, instead of fighting over DMs or in the comment section or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I like reading through a funny comment section, but
So do I.
when it's just a joke, it's just a joke, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes what's great is if you can sit down with somebody and actually learn their story and see where their point of views are formed, and then have a conversation about that, as opposed to trying to domineer the conversation over a message. Like, I have a ton of friends from college and I'm sure from high school that I don't agree with whatsoever on basically anything, but guess what? We could still hang out and have fun all night long
Mhm.
because we know we've shared some experiences, we know each other well, and we're just there. We could disagree on every little thing outside of that moment, but in that moment we're going to be friends, we're going to have some fun, and just hang out. And I think that's the biggest issue is that people don't want to learn the other people's story or background or why they think the way they do, or even try to put themselves in their shoes at one point. They just want to blast out their opinion and hope the other side hears it, and they don't care if there's a connection whatsoever there.
Attention. You need more attention.
Like, sometimes you don't need to type it out and send it.
No.
Yeah.
Though you have every right to, and you can. Don't get me wrong.
It's the instant gratification.
You have
era.
every right to.
Yeah.
Pay
You
attention
can.
to me.
But
me.
At the same time, it's just sometimes you
Halftime
keep
show
your-
started. I started loading up the wings because that's what's most important.
Yeah,
And we
the
loaded up the
food.
wings. We went home. And I don't listen to the words in songs anyway. So
true.
whatever
I mean,
Bad
Sheldon-
Bunny
Sheldon,
wanted
you
to
did-
say,
You
Sheldon's
did
a
make a
big-
post that you your kids
What-
listen to kitty cat videos.
you know,
What-
whatever Bad Bunny's saying up there, I'll text Randy and ask him if it was good or not.
Yeah.
Randy, what did he talk about?
Hey, Randy said it was
Hey,
great.
Randy said it was great.
So
Yeah, it
I'm
just-
gonna listen to the music, and I don't listen to the words in any music. I just listen to the music. Like,
I mean,
that's just how I listen
it-
to music.
It was you just kind of wanted to salsa.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, that's what I listen to. You know what I mean? And then, like, literally, my kids literally listen to meow songs on the way to school every morning. Meow, 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 meow,
I can't.
meow, meow, meow.
no.
Well, you wouldn't think you'd be able to. And then every once in a while, I'm sitting there like, meow,
And then all of a sudden the beat drops it.
meow, meow, meow.
Well, yeah, Sheldon's
like, what?
me and him listen to music differently. Sheldon loves listening to the beat and whatever. I'm a big lyrics guy. I gotta listen to the lyrics, hear what they're
Depends
saying.
on the situation. I would be more beat. I got to feel the music, not the. not the-
I only hear the lyrics. That's what I
Yeah.
hear. And I'm
Yeah, I'm polar opposite of that. So, but I couldn't understand shit. Like, I didn't understand anything that dude said. So, I mean, I listened to it, but I didn't understand it. But why I would get all hell bent or worried about it, that's
Yeah.
the part that bugs me. I'm
if
like,
if
what?
it really affects you that much, if it changes your life that much,
Yeah.
by all means say it. But
There
if it had no effect on your life other than you just don't
Yeah.
agree with the guy's politics, then who
the
gives a
Well,
fuck?
yeah,
the top the
it's
top
worldwide sport,
the
dude. Like,
top
everything
memes-
about it is the world. Like, there's so many languages out there. Like, what? Like,
the top memes that I saw. One said, "I think NBC had a technical glitch because the C-SPAN is still or the SAP is still on." You know, and then there, but I feel like dancing. And then there was another one where he's standing at the end with the football up, and it just said the Cowboys suck. That had like 4.8 million likes on it. Like,
I just kept asking Ashley what they were saying. I'm like, what are they saying? She's like, they're speaking too fast. I can't, because she speaks Spanish.
No.
She's like, I can't understand this. It's way too fast. And I was like, oh, hold on. Let me turn the captions on. And they were in Spanish. And I was like, can you read it? And she was like, well, I can kind of read some of it. So she started reading it like aloud as it was going. Me
that's
and
when
Scout
you
were sitting
go
there.
decrease the processing on it. You know.
Well, you know, more importantly, it's baseball season.
Oh,
Let's
well,
go.
Before we go to that, the WM Phoenix Open
That's
was
it's also
this
golf
past
season.
weekend.
Yeah.
And
This morning when I walked outside, I was like, man, it just feels like golf is here. Feels good
golf and
outside.
baseball, and
Get out and play. I'm
and
excited.
so Scotty Scheffler made an epic comeback and tied for third, but there ended up being a playoff.
Dude,
and
the 18th hole, that dude, that was ugly.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Scheffler,
I mean-
like Scheffler before the cut was not. I mean, he
No,
did-
he
barely-
rallied. He rallied like 10 strokes on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like he
barely made the cut.
Yeah, I mean, he
Like, he was,
balled
like,
out
right
over the
on there.
weekend, though.
Yeah, and then Goddard won in the playoff over the 54 hole leader Matsuyama or whatever.
Dude, he hit on 18. I don't know if you guys watched it. I watched it.
I
He
did.
Hit into the church pews, and then like he had a gap wedge out of there, and like just sculled it into the like berm, and it went straight up in the air, so it left him short. And all he had to do was par the hole to win. And so like then he gets there and he chips on, and it was all right. Like it wasn't great, but he left himself like 15, 16 feet for par. And so and ended up going there or whatever. But as he was going to putt his par putt in the crowd, like somebody yelled in his back, like as he took his swing back. I mean, he doesn't understand. I don't even think he understands English, but obviously somebody just yelling his noise. But that was kind of bush. Like I was like, come on, dude. Because if he makes that putt, he wins the tournament. Well, he ends up missing that putt, puts it in for bogey, goes into a playoff, and then he comes out and his tee shot went out of bounds. So it's like
he only
you're-
hit
you're
through
done.
two fairways on the final round and barely played fairway golf
Yeah.
the whole tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
he was
So his
he was
tee
all
shot was
about
in
the
the-
saves.
I didn't see his tee shot. I just saw him dropping. So he either went in the water or he went left to the grandstands. But his second shot was actually really nice, like where he was, and he left himself maybe, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 feet. But then the other guy came up there and just drained his putt, and he didn't even get the putt for par. So
Old Goddard, just
that
The
dude's got
fade.
like 190 ball speed.
yeah,
That
he
dude
just
is
pounds
he is
that
a
thing.
tank. Like
Yeah.
he's a big fella.
Just
And he just hits shit out. He
Yeah.
hits hard.
It's like
swing's
no
off.
no F's given off the tee
Yeah,
box.
he's already won 2. This is his first time on tour. He's won two events. Pretty sure that's what Logan was telling me. Like
Well,
he just started on tour.
I mean, Matsuyama was a 2-time winner of the WM. That would have been the first 3-time winner.
Yeah, and he was like 4-1, I think they said, in playoffs or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he usually wins the playoffs that he goes
Yeah.
into.
Goddard was just turned up. I mean, he did
Which is
win a
crazy.
couple events, but maybe this is his first tour
It's
win.
his second tour win.
Second tour win.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great way to start off that. I mean, the most attended event that they have. There's tens of thousands of people. I did learn yesterday that the PGA actually owns that golf course. And it's just continued to grow for 40 years or something like that. And I don't even know if they move any of that stuff. Like they had special ice cream out there for WM. I mean, you think WM trash truck, I couldn't imagine a great flavored ice cream, but who knows what it is out there. I mean, that kind of stuff. And then
Speaking of trash, we went shopping yesterday for Valentine's Day stuff for Ashley. I took the kids with me. And we go around, get all her stuff taken care of, So we ended up, for whatever reason, Scout really wanted stickers to decorate her box for whatnot. So we went to the dollar store. And I have all 3 kids. And I'm like, listen, Scout's getting stickers, so you get one thing. Like, don't be running around here trying to get this, and this.
That's
She's
what you
getting
said to
stickers
Stokely,
to
right?
Banks. And I'm like, you get one thing. You know what I mean? And so, like, we're walking around. He's just every little thing. Dude, the one thing he ends up getting is a trash can. He goes and finds a dollar trash can, like a little mini tray. It's like this big with a lid on it. And I'm like, what the heck are you? What? He's like, yeah, no, I really want this thing. Like, this is really nice trash can. And I'm like, what are you going to use that for? And he's like, well, I got this. He has a trash truck, little mechanical. I'm like, you're a different kid. Like, we're going to have to check you in somewhere and just get some scans done because something ain't right. He's like all excited. It's just a red trash can, dollar. He just sat there lifting.
He's got a
and
trash
closing the
truck.
lid.
You can go pick it up with the
Oh,
trash
he
truck.
did. Oh, he did.
There you go.
The only kid ever that thing probably would have never gotten bought there.
just be thankful he's not into turning the fans on and off.
He's just different. Different kid. Anyway, that's
So
my
it's
trash
baseball
story.
season.
Baseball season.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Ready to get everything rolling. We got Dave with his Braves tomahawk on.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about KCLB. I could give 2 shits about the MLB.
I could give 2 craps about you.
That's a lie.
It is KCLB season
We're getting closer.
and
Getting
And-
closer.
MLB season.
MLB
And
is way closer than KC.
we like the college baseball season.
Yeah,
A lot of softball started this
high
last
school
week.
softball,
Yeah,
high
all
school
the-
baseball getting rolling here pretty soon around here. And
Time to hit stuff.
Is
Is that why you guys are doing speed work, seeing who's going to have the fastest 60 or
I don't know.
90?
This
I
dude
don't
texted
do
me last night.
60.
Hey, we're going to test tomorrow. And I'm
you're
like,
not doing 60.
okay.
Ridiculous. 60's
I'm already
the dumbest thing.
Yeah, 60s don't really make a ton of
Yeah.
sense.
Are you going to help him
Yeah.
be more explosive out of the gate?
What do you mean?
Who's the most explosive out of the gate? You or him?
Not me.
With your testing?
Out of the
you know?
gate?
Yeah, start off.
Open the gate.
Open the gate.
Is a song by Zach Bryan. It's very good. Yeah, we ran around a little bit, tested. I think the last time we did it was September or October. So
Well, I mean,
just trying to maintain, maybe get a little better here and there.
with MLB on the forefront of our minds, Caleb Durbin trade.
Caleb Durbin got traded
Yep.
to who?
Between the Red Sox and Brewers.
Oh, my
Marcell
God.
Ozuna signed with the Pirates.
Good for the Pirates. Spend some money.
Let me go pull up this Durbin
You're
trade.
kidding me. So, a funny story about Caleb Durbin. And
Here-
obviously, you know who Caleb Durbin is.
I
Sean.
do not.
I
So
knew
who is
that.
Caleb Durbin?
So Caleb Durbin was a prospect in the Yankees system.
Got it.
But the Yankees always have a lot of these prospects who aren't highly rated, but they rake or they're really good pitchers. Like they're
how it
putting up
works
great
nowadays.
numbers, but they're not ranked very high.
Okay.
So the Yankees always capitalize. They use these guys in trades. They use these guys in trades to get the guys they want. And they capitalize on the high performance by these
Projectability of them.
lower level prospect. Not even projectability, because usually they have high floors. So they're performing well. So the Yankees will use those guys instead of trading their
That's a
top
high
guys.
ceiling, not a floor.
No, it's a high floor.
It's because
They're not projected to be great players because they're not highly ranked prospects, but they're putting up numbers. So their floor is high. And then the Yankees capitalize on the fact that they're hitting the crap out of the ball or pitching really well, and then they use those guys in trades instead of their top
trade bait.
Instead of their top projectable guys who are actually ranked higher. So they hold on to those guys and then never use them. So, so Caleb Durbin, the second I saw this guy get traded from the Yankees last offseason to the Brewers, of all people, because the Brewers they're one of those teams who they're small market, so they will turn dust into diamonds, right? So the Yankees traded Nestor Cortez and Caleb Durbin last year for Devin Williams, the closer.
Beard guy.
And then, Devin Williams proceeded to, I can never pitch without a beard in my entire MLB career. And then the Yankees are like, oh, okay. You guys can have beards now. And then he sucked. So the second they traded Caleb Durbin, I was like, oh, yeah, he's going to be a dog. Sure enough, Rookie of the Year finalist.
Oh, well,
That's what happens.
Your 6-player trade right there in your hands.
And then right there,
where'd they send him?
so the Brewers turn around and send him to the Red Sox,
Oh,
the Yankees' rival, because that's just
how it goes.
how it happens. And then they also got Andrew Monasterio and Anthony Siegler, another former Yankees prospect.
got it.
Well, of course. And then the Brewers got Kyle
Also,
Harrison,
they also
Shane
threw
Drowan, and
in-
David Hamilton.
They also threw in 6 12-packs of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Coca-Cola.
I can confidently
Red
tell
Sox.
you, I don't know a
It's
single
cocaine.
one of the names that you just listed.
Well, sure. Of course you don't. You're a layman, and that's
Yes.
fine. But Monasterio, he's who also went to the Red Sox. He's a kind of a utility infielder. Anthony Siegler, catcher, former Yankee prospect, which of course it's just funny now he's going to be a dog for the Red Sox. And then the Brewers got Kyle Harrison, who was in the trade for Rafael Devers from the Giants to the Red Sox last year. When the Red Sox traded Devers to the Giants, they got back Kyle Harrison and James Tibbs, and then the Red Sox traded James Tibbs to the Dodgers.
How do you remember all
for
of this?
Dustin May, and then they don't even have
I
Dustin.
don't know
May
why
anymore.
you would like this much baseball.
And then
I barely like my own teammates.
So Kyle
I don't like this
Harrison.
many people.
sounds like a you problem.
No.
Kyle Harrison, is a pretty projectable lefty.
I really
lefty
like
starter.
the long pause on that.
And the Brewers did just trade Freddie Peralta and Tobias Myers
Mhm.
to the Mets, so they did need another arm. So they got Kyle Harrison, who's a young guy with a lot of years of control on his contract.
Who's better, him or Freddie Peralta?
Kyle Harrison or Freddie Peralta,
Well,
for
then
sure.
they lost on that.
They
deal.
did, but this is the thing with these mid-market and small market teams. They make these little moves, which are pretty smart because they'll capitalize on Freddie Peralta only having 1 year left of his deal. Instead of paying him, they trade him for prospects to reload because they're not going to pay these guys. It's just like when they traded Josh Hader, best closer in the game. They traded him because they weren't going to pay him closer money because they didn't have the
Where'd
money.
he go?
Well, they traded him to the Padres, and then the Astros signed him from the Padres.
So,
Mm.
do you do the same type of research for your summer collegiate team that you coach?
No. What do you mean?
I mean, check your rosters and know those guys too.
They don't have enough to go off of.
I'll meet him when I see him. What do you mean? Then I'll coach him.
Oh,
I noticed that your on base percentage really wasn't that great in JV this year. Why don't you?
yeah, that's why you're here,
Just
bud.
wanted to let you know.
Why
We
don't
are
you
taking a
take
look at
more
those stats.
pitches? You know,
Yeah,
we're
So-
actually trading you to the Moose for a
Yeah. Although,
pack of Zins.
on that topic, I do think that if our coaching staffs actually checked guys more in depth in that regard, it would open their eyes to the understanding of like, maybe I am not quite as good as I think I am. Because they'd be like, hey, where are your stats from last year? Well, I don't really have a lot of stats from last year. Oh, why is that? Well, there'd be a lot of conversations to be had.
Do
for
we
sure.
not do that?
No. Those
No.
dudes don't do that.
So
They should. That's why they need you out there talking them through it.
So since baseball's on our forefront, Commissioner Sheldon Howell of the Kansas Collegiate League Baseball, what are you looking forward to?
For what?
The KCLB.
Oh, I'm just ready to get started. I'm ready for summer.
Well, too bad. It's still like 3 months away.
I
So
know.
and there's a lot of steps we got to take before
Sounds
that.
like
There's
golf
a
season.
million
So-
steps to take before we get there.
Calm
You are
down
correct. You are correct.
this guy. That's why I'm focused on the MLB because it's tomorrow or today. I don't know, when
When
the
is it?
pitchers and catchers report.
That's got to be
As
close.
like within
Today.
the next day or so, I think maybe.
And then
Yeah.
there's still going to be moves being made over the course of spring training. I mean, free agents are still out there to be signed. There's going to be non-camp invites. There's going to be injuries that happen. So then trades happen because of injuries.
as long as Malik stays, we will be
I am.
fine.
That's out of my mind now.
No,
that's
not
out of
in
my
mine.
mind.
I mean, the NFL draft is in
NFL
April.
draft will come up and try to take the headlines. No, I'm
It should.
baseball. I've been in baseball mode since
We're,
the Hawkeyes
we're
regular
a month
season
and
ended.
a half away from March Madness as well.
Yeah,
The greatest time to buy a new TV is March Madness.
it's time to hang. No,
Yeah.
I am. March Madness might be fun. The Shockers have been making moves in the American. They're
I just
moving
like
up
March
the chain.
Madness because you get something to watch during the day.
That's true.
That's
that is
the nice
nice.
part about it. You
But the
get some
Shockers
games
are
on
moving up the
over here.
chain, so maybe they
Who
got
knows?
a
Maybe
couple
they
big
get-
games against Tulsa and USF, who are ahead of them in the standings right now. They're tied for fourth right now, or
Maybe
third.
they get a cool invite and not the
Okay.
NIT.
That would be nice. And see
I would
them
definitely
rolling.
support them if they
Oh
make
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You
I'm
know, a
looking
little
forward-
shout out to
hopefully they
Logan
can-
and his KU.
Kansas is rolling right
Yeah,
now.
they're
They're
They got a big game
dominating.
tonight.
Yeah,
They're
playing Arizona.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
I read
gonna be
something about like
huge.
they're
they have
defeated
huge- they
against
have,
number ones or something like
they
that.
have never
huge game.
beat a number one, but they're also
Massive.
But it's in Lawrence, so
I got Kansas in that one.
Bill Self is like 38-0 against ranked people or something like that at home.
season goes to die at the Fog.
Oh, maybe so.
Fuck.
Maybe so. I mean,
Might be.
it could get amped up for that. I don't care for any like Kansas sport
Oh, you will.
like that stuff. But if it's fun to hear about,
You
and
better
talk
start
about
to
here-
care. Okay, this is Kansas sports.
It's March Madness coming up.
HQ.
Well,
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're talking about college
Now,
and
Kansas State, on the other hand, not good. They're very bad. They're like worst team in the Big 12 right now.
yeah, I don't pay attention to that.
And our-
Basketball
our
is definitely
Hawkeyes-
not my game.
Hawkeyes are kind of rolling. Wait, actually, hold on one second.
Yeah,
But they're Hawkeyes are kind of rolling.
I'm gonna look at it. I just want to know what the spread is on that game.
it's probably very little.
Probably gets down to like a 1.5, maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see. Yeah. Where you at? 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 What are they? Big 12? Big 10?
Big 12.
12
Plus 1.5.
for who?
Kansas.
Wait, Kansas is plus 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So they're.
Getting a 1.5.
Oh, well, Iowa did end up pulling it out yesterday.
When's the draft? When's the NFL draft? Let's talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. Who cares?
I know it's in. I know it's
I
in
care.
Pittsburgh.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Pitt's a cool place. Gotta love it. Aaron
And
Rodgers be running around. He'll be
The
gone.
2026 NFL Draft will be in Pittsburgh
That'd be wild if Rodgers
from
stayed with
April
Mike
23rd
McCarthy.
through the 25th, making the 91st annual meeting to select new players.
Nice.
The Raiders hold the number 1 overall pick.
Fernando Mendoza.
What's our pick? What's Green Bay got? 24,
I don't worry about
They're-
your pick.
maybe?
they're,
25?
They're holding on to that pick.
Well,
They're
actually,
gonna
no, we
trade
don't
it.
have that because we had. When did we give up? I don't know what first rounders we gave up for Parsons.
Yeah,
It had to be this
yeah,
year.
it was this year, and then next.
We probably
year.
won't pick until like the 70s or something. 60, 70, 50.
What's actually going to happen is they're going to come back in the first round because they are trading the Dolphins Jordan Love for their first round picks, and then they're going to re-sign Malik.
You don't have a first round pick this year.
Yeah,
until
when
they
is
trade
it?
Jordan Love.
You would have been number 20.
All right,
Wow.
everybody out there, start the
Jordan
rumors. Jordan Love to the Dolphins for 2 first-round picks and a third,
Malik
plus
Willis.
Jalen Waddle, and then they're going to sign Malik Willis to a record-breaking deal.
Back to back.
Actually, even better, they trade Jordan Love to the Browns.
Where he gets guaranteed Deshaun's contract.
Twice that, actually,
Yes.
because he doesn't have the 28 civil suits of sexual assault against him.
My goodness. What we got this week? Anything fun?
Tomorrow we have Jesse Kohlmeyer joining us.
Jesse.
We'll be announcing some fun things with him. And then, well, today we have a pretty cool meeting for the KCLB.
That's right.
Hopefully that'll all come together and
Maybe we'll have some breaking news for
Yeah.
people. Maybe
that
maybe
would
not.
be pretty awesome.
I cannot read what you have on. What does that say on Wednesday?
I can't read it either.
Well, there's
we have the boat and hunting show
Oh, that
this
looks like
weekend. We'll
me.
be out there saying hello. The old guys, give a shout out to our old guys who love just being out in the community and saying hello while I run around and talk to people. I really can't read that. So,
I can't either.
no, I know what that is. I already did that. That's a
okay.
proposal that needs to be submitted to Mulvane. Already done.
Mulvane,
but
Mul Vegas.
Nothing crazy this week except for the Jesse reveal.
That'll be good. I got a couple athletes I'm gonna try and get on.
Yeah, Jesse will be in studio with us.
Try and get for the end of the week and then go from there. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
that shall be good. But
Well, let's unwind this thing
let's
here.
wrap her up. That was a good little chippy chat.
Yeah. Sean,
Sean's brain is reloading over there.
do you mind leading us in prayer?
Will
Sean?
you?
Will you, sir?
But not mind.
He's still reloading.
I don't know what he's doing. He's reading something. He's in deep thought.
Yeah.
Deep.
Reading
guy.
maybe reading a comment section.
No, not actually. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for we have prayed that everybody got back safe from wherever they were hanging out. Thank you for I just pray for our country, our communities here, that we share real time together with others, and don't put every opinion and everything we need to do through a screen. These things were, technically supposed to bring us together, but they only divide us more, Lord. So I pray that we value time together as humans. We value face-to-face time. We value actual conversations, with the intent to get to know somebody and not to change their mind. Because ultimately, Lord, if it is in your will, you will change their mind towards you, I pray. I just pray for our communities, for their safety and their health. And at the end of the day, Lord, I pray that we do everything in the glory towards you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, that's it for episode 74. Chopping it up.
You started that
About
prayer
all
like
the-
you were from
all the
the
fun
South
things.
there for a little
Hey,
bit. That
real
was a
quick,
little
how was that cookie?
southern twang.
Would you eat another one? All of them? Oh.
Brantley Gilbert start to that prayer. Hello, Lord.
Well, that's it for Kansas
It
Sports
sounded
HQ.
yummy, though. Took a little
Tomorrow
bit
we'll
to get
have
back to your
Jesse
regular voice.
Kohlmeyer on for some breaking news, and we're excited for that. So we'll see you guys next time.